Hi everyone, welcome to my TED Talk. I'm going to start by showing you a few products that are marketed towards women. First is this razor commercial. These are razors that are marketed specifically for shaving pubic hair, so they've decided to use the visual innuendo of trimming a bush. The two women on the left have bushes that are unkempt and messy, and the woman on the right that's using the razor has one that's neat and tidy and shaped like a heart. These next two are called intimate washes, which are scented wipes or deodorant used for blocking odors from the vagina. They tend to use language like clean or fresh, and you can see that the one on the left here says that it'll make you smell like peach blossom. So what does this all mean? We have these cultural messages all around us telling us that the natural state of women's bodies is something unhygienic or even offensive. But are these products really beneficial for women's health and hygiene? Today, I'm going to be talking about how they may actually be harmful, especially to the human microbiome. The human microbiome consists of all microorganisms like bacteria or fungi that reside on the human body. They live on lots of different surfaces, namely the gut, the skin, the mouth, and the vagina. The microorganisms of the human body don't normally cause problems to the host and can even be beneficial. But if the microbiome is disrupted and there's an imbalance in the microbial composition, this can have negative effects for the host. While it's hard to define exactly what a healthy microbiome looks like, the typical vaginal microbiome is composed primarily of lactobacillus bacteria. These bacteria produce lactic acid that lower the pH of the vagina and inhibit the growth of harmful organisms. The vaginal microbiome is a sensitive environment that can change in response to factors such as diet, contraceptive use, the menstrual cycle, and, as we're about to see, what's referred to as feminine hygiene habits. Feminine hygiene refers to the use of products such as menstrual hygiene products, but also encompasses products that are meant to cleanse the genital area, such as douches, sprays, wipes, and powders. Douching is a practice that involves the introduction of water into the vagina, and it has been linked to bacterial vaginosis, which is a condition where there's an imbalance in the bacteria that make up the microbiome. Selective bacillus species are less abundant, while other species like Gardnerella vaginalis become overgrown. This condition presents with symptoms like foul-smelling discharge and burning with urination, and can increase the risk of problems like sexually transmitted infections and pregnancy complications. Douching is also associated with other problems like pelvic inflammatory disease, preterm birth, and reduced fertility. Other products meant for cleaning have also been shown to impact the microbiome by decreasing lactobacillus abundance, with individuals using washes or gels having 3.5 times the odds of bacterial vaginosis and 2.5 times the odds of urinary tract infections. The feminine hygiene industry is worth over $2 billion in the United States. These products are often marketed as necessary for vaginal health and hygiene and can contribute to the idea that the vagina is an unclean organ. But as we've seen, these practices can actually be harmful to the microbiome and lead to adverse health effects. So we've talked about the feminine hygiene industry and its implications for the microbiome, but I also wanted to talk about the women's razor industry, particularly in regards to pubic hair removal. So pubic hair removal is associated with urinary tract infections, which are caused by the Escherichia coli bacteria. E. coli is actually part of the normal gut microbiome and doesn't typically cause problems within healthy human hosts, but in some cases, they do colonize the urinary tract, which can cause infection. The presence of pubic hair may actually have microbial benefits and prevent UTIs. There are two main reasons for this. One, that the body hair itself can have antimicrobial properties. There are proteins associated with human hair shafts that have been found to inhibit the growth of bacteria and fungi. And two, the microbiome of pubic hair could play a role in preventing UTIs. The lactobacillus species living on pubic hair can prevent the growth of other more harmful pathogens, and in addition, lactobacillus has been shown to inhibit the growth of E. coli, which is the main cause for the UTIs. The reason I talk about this is because body hair on women is often seen as unhygienic. A major reason behind removing pubic hair is that women want to meet the cultural standards of cleanliness. So we've seen that there's a lot of ideas surrounding what hygiene should look like, which are enforced by all kinds of products that are marketed towards women, but that these practices can actually harm the microbiome and have negative health effects.